Hello to all the YouTubers out there. This is your host, Lambert C. Davenport, from the God is King movement at gmail.com. What I'm going to talk about today might offend some people, but you know what? Offending should be what is necessary right now. Many of us in the so-called spectrum of what they call the Black conscious family are not as a family at all. We are very dysfunctional, and we don't truly understand the vital importance of just the conscious community coming together themselves. A lot of us are basically into what I call mental ejaculation and masturbation from our so-called leaders that we tend to like or dislike. And if we dislike them, then we basically throw them to a side. I remember going to something called the Three Kings, and it was with one of the ex-rappers, Omar Johnson and Dr. Claude Anderson. And while I was waiting online, there was a man coming out of a car with a wheelchair who wanted to go to this event to hear these masters so-called speak. That's what they call themselves, but they know they ain't masters unless their ego and pride is so super crazy, it's pathetic. But however, no one decide to help this man, or even to say, won't you come before me in the line? No. And this is a part about being conscious. If you're conscious and conscious aware, you would have saw that this man in the wheelchair wanted to come to this event, and that he should have been, or her should have been, up in the front row, you know? But a lot of people just didn't care. So with me being an ex-military I am, and putting my life on the line for certain principles that I knew created a better person, made me more disciplined. Because now I'm consciously aware, and I see where people are not coming together because they talk a lot of crap. I don't care who it is. I don't care who you are. Y'all talk a lot of crap on things that is truly unnecessary. So it is a mental masturbation. It is a mental ejaculation. And a lot of us so-called conscious community leaders, I don't care what name it is, in the past, I give you respect for what you have learned. But that don't mean nothing if our conscious people are in the same position they are. And conscious people, y'all need to wake up. You got people like Brother Polite or Red Pill or Dr. Phil or Ray Higgins or Omar Johnson and all these other people and everything like that. That's just to name a few. I mean, there are others that I also listen to, which is why I look at the conscious community as something different. But when I look at the people, I look for y'all looking for the answers in these people to fulfill your desires, your needs. This is not what it's about, people. We need to really, really come together. I'm just talking about conscious people. I don't give a damn or two shits about anybody else. I'm talking about conscious people. And if y'all real and deal, you can always hit me up. In fact, I give you my special email, which is ARROWEYE71 and if you real, then text me on some real stuff. Don't be faking the funk like y'all conscious when y'all not. Y'all just doing it to make bread. And the bad thing about making bread is what are you trying to do? It's flat currency. It really don't mean a damn thing. What means the most is coming together. And this is what 1% of the people do. This is what the Bergenbergs do. This is what the Rothschilds and all of them do. Venture groups and all of these people do. They create organizations. And with their many talents, they sit down and make some of the best orchestrated plans in the world. And you could talk about Meta Netter and all of that as much as you want. But to sit down at the table and come together and see what we can do as a group has never ever been done. You could talk to people about Farrakhan, all of that. None of them. Coming together and really doing something together has never been done. Because the fact of the matter is, as black people, we want to maintain this blame game. We want to make it like, oh, it's his fault. Like what Christians do. Oh, they have it two ways. Either it's the devil's fault or Jesus died on the cross for our sins, so therefore I could sin like I motherfucking want to. And that's a goddamn lie. Because at the end of the day, no matter if you're a Muslim and take Shahada and all of that, talk about wiping out your sin, no, it's not that way. What's going to happen is we all going to be held accountable for our own actions. And if you don't believe in the Creator, so what? But if you call yourself consciousness, step up to the plate and be a man like I did when I was in the military. I put my life on the fucking line. That's what I did. So what you going to do? What you going to put on the line? So let's go. If you're real. This is Lambert C. Davenport, your host from God is King Movement.com.